Amen, amen. So, this week's Torah portion, we are continuing, our adventures with Jacob, Vaishlach. And as the mother of twin boys who fortunately get along a little better than Jacob and Esau, unfortunately don't cause as much pain and fear to each other as Jacob and Esau, I certainly relate as that parent. And we find in this Torah portion, we find Jacob afraid to return home. And that this emotion of fear, this idea of being so afraid, for him, for us, it's a healthy response. That's how we should respond to difficult situations. If we didn't have fear, we might not find ways to remain alive and healthy and safe. But how we choose to act on that fear can make all the difference, is a decision that we make. And here we find Jacob afraid to return home because this is 20 years later from having stolen the birthright from his brother for a bowl of stew. And because his life was threatened, he'd run away for many, many years. And he has now matured and has wives and children and all his people, and he's ready to be back. But he's afraid. He's afraid he doesn't know if these 20 years have changed his brother. I'm sure his brother is feeling still hurt and angry. He doesn't know if his life is still in danger. So when Jacob gets near his home, Esau arrives, and Esau is not alone. He's surrounded by all of his people and his armed services with him, and how terrifying that must have been. And instead of threatening and bringing back all the anger, what does Esau do? He embraces Jacob. He responds in love. And still, even in that response, it takes a little time for Jacob to settle back home. It's a long path for him, and he's still wondering if he's safe. He still responds in that fear. And so I was researching this Torah portion to speak with you today and to give you some words, and I came upon this teaching by Rabbi Elizabeth Dunster. She was asking this question, and she quoted that, in wondering about this, she quoted Bereshit Rabbah 84:5, and she said that it asked, why would Jacob have decided eventually ever to dwell near Esau? How did he overcome this fear of ever coming home and eventually settling in? And she found that Rabbi Hunina said, Jacob's decision to dwell in a land near Esau's may be understood by the parable of a man who, while on a journey, saw a pack of dogs and was seized with fear of them. What did he do? He sat down among them. So also, when our father Jacob saw Esau and his chiefs, he too, though afraid of them, eventually settled down among them. This midrash acknowledges Jacob's fear and commends his act of facing his fear and moving towards it rather than away. Had the man in the midrash run from the pack of dogs, they would have chased him and done him harm. But by sitting among them, he shows them he is not afraid, and instead, he is welcomed in. So too, Jacob is safe because he chooses to live near his brother and face him. I found that really powerful, and it was in facing that fear that Jacob was able to slowly and finally settle. And truly, until we face our fears, they're like monsters. They're overwhelming. I know that for me, and I've shared with this congregation in my other sermons I've given, I struggle with anxiety, and sometimes it's really difficult for me to face my fears. And the anticipation of facing something, that's the monster. Often facing it can be terrifying and difficult, but then it's more human as opposed to monster. But it's that anticipation that these monsters can eat at us and terrify us and be there. And it's when we face our fears that they become more human. So I was thinking about that and this Torah portion in relation to Thanksgiving. And I believe that gratitude is one of the tools we have for facing our fears. That if we can turn things into what we feel grateful for. And many of you, I'm sure, have heard this teaching, but it bears repeating every Thanksgiving because it's remarkable and funny. But the word hodu, to give thanks, we give thanks in Hebrew, the word hodu, also means turkey. And I don't eat turkey, but most people do on Thanksgiving. And that's weird, right? It's just bears repeating every year. And so I believe that this idea of hodu, this idea of really noticing what we're grateful for, can help us make our fears turn from monsters into humans, so to speak. And beyond that, I was thinking that the way to even get to that place and put ourselves out of the way, kind of get our ego and ourselves and us out of the way, is to practice love. That the base of everything, the base of all of this, is love. That if we can love ourselves and if we can love one another, that we can build our gratitude and we can build this ability to face our fears. And we, like Jacob, can slowly, hopefully, settle. And I know I need to hear those words. Again, I speak from myself, and I hope that love can be a tool that I use. As my twin boys are applying to colleges right now, there have been so many, I'll call them gold star parenting moments that I've had in the anxiety and in the fear and in the excitement and in the terror and in the wonder and in the exhilaration and exasperation of these moments. I have to fall back on love. I have to. And I have to fall back on love when we see the world broken and when we see the world struggling. All we have to start with, just peel it back, start with love. And so I gave you each a little white half sheet of paper. This is a song that I believe was written right after 9/11, and it's so beautiful, and it's around the entire Jewish world, across denominations, and I wanted to bring it to you today. It goes like this. Olam chesed yibaneh, yadidai, dai, 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 dai. Let's try that together. Olam chesed yibaneh, tadidai, dai, 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 dai. Again. Olam chesed yibaneh, tadidai, dai, 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 dai. And it goes. Olam chesed yibaneh, tadidai, dai, 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 dai. Olam chesed yibaneh, tadidai, dai, 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 dai. Let's try the whole thing from the beginning. Olam chesed yibaneh, tadidai, dai, 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 dai. 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 these words to the same melody. I will build this world from love. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. And you must build this world from love. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. And if we build this world from love, ta-da-da-da-da-da-da, then God will build this world from love. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. I will build this world from love. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. And you must build this world from love. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. And if we build this world from love, ta-da-da-da-da-da-da, then God will build this world from love. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-da-da-da-da. I will build this world from love. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. And you must build this world from love. Ta-da-da-da-da-da. And if we build this world from love, ta-da-da-da-da-da-da, then God will build this world from love. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da.